Welcome to How to Attract and Retain Top AP Talent, brought to you by the Controllers Council. My name is Neil Brown, Executive Director of the Controllers Council. And before we get started, and I introduce our speakers, let me just cover some brief housekeeping. First, use the GoToWebinar control panel to ask our experts questions. Next, we'll have 4 polling questions. So again, use your GoToWebinar control panel to vote and benchmark your peers. Finally, you'll receive a link to this webcast via email in the next 24 hours, so no need for notes or screenshots. So with that, please allow me to introduce our sponsor and partner, AvidXchange, a leader in automating invoice, payment, and AP processes. A fintech unicorn, AvidXchange processes more than $215 billion in transactions annually, with 1,600 employees, 6,000 customers, and 225 system integrations. So with that, I'm pleased to introduce our subject matter experts, Rhonda Green and Tyler Stubbs. Rhonda Green is a Certified Accounts Payable Solutions Consultant, or APSC, and Principal Consultant for AvidXchange. She brings more than 25 years of experience to help companies streamline AP. Tyler Stubbs is a Solutions Consultant for AvidXchange, and Tyler joined AvidXchange in 2017. Welcome, Rhonda and Tyler.
Thanks, Neil. We're happy to be here. So today we're going to cover the current state of accounts payable, the 9 numbers that define the modern AP professional, how to attract and retain top AP talent, and then I'll kick it over to my colleague Tyler to talk about AP automation with AvidXchange, and then if we have time, we'll have Q&A at the end. So recently we did an AP professional career satisfaction survey, and it actually was the second survey, and it was conducted by the IOFM. The data was actually collected last month, and there were 461 respondents. AP professionals are returning to the office and they're working long hours. So what we found out was that 42% of respondents said they work in a hybrid environment, followed by 39% in the office, and 19% were still fully remote. 31% of respondents said that they work 45 plus hours every week. And the level of automation, only 4% of the respondents described their department as being fully automated, but 93% said they're at least partially automated. So we'll have our first poll question now.
All right, audience, please take a few seconds to answer this poll to benchmark your peers. How would you describe your accounts payable department's current level of automation? So please take a few seconds to answer that. And let's go ahead and take a look.
Well, Neil, I think this kind of tracks with what the survey found. 72% said that they're partially automated, but still have lots of manual tasks, with only 11% saying largely automated. But I am very pleased to see that 72% are at least partially automated, so they're definitely on the right track. So thank you for that.
Okay, we'll keep going here.
So the current state of AP professionals really value workplace culture, as I think a lot of us do. Flexible work hours ranked as more important than a hybrid or remote working arrangement in the survey. So they said that, you know, the most important items when considering a job opportunity was, of course, number 1 being salary and benefits, and number 2 being culture, as I mentioned. Also, flexible work hours and learning or skills development opportunities, and mission or purpose of organization. More and more AP professionals are wanting to learn more, and they're wanting to work on more strategic tasks, and that's what we hear time and time again. So this pretty much is in line with what I hear when I'm out talking to folks. So 9 numbers that define the modern AP professional. Number 1 is economic confidence. So AP professionals feel a large sense of job security. 78% of AP pros are not worried about layoffs impacting their department in 2023. That pretty much checks. I mean, again, especially if they're working in a manual environment, more and more of those positions are getting, harder to fill as people are wanting to do, less, manual, tedious tasks, and they're looking to do more strategic tasks. So this actually checks with what we're hearing. Economic confidence. So AP professionals feel a large sense of job security. So even despite the economic uncertainty, including layoffs and a predicted recession, unemployment rate in the labor market remains strong, and AP pros appear to be optimistic. So 78%, as I mentioned earlier, said they're not worried about layoffs. Only 14% said their department actually experienced layoffs last year. And 43% said that they're doing nothing to prepare for layoffs. 36% are learning new skills, and 32% are actually out there updating their resume. So again, a good 43% are just kind of staying status quo. But again, I'm sure that they're looking to hone those skills. Number 2, career satisfaction. So AP professionals are increasingly satisfied with their jobs. 51% of AP pros are either very or extremely satisfied in their current role. That's great to hear. Number 2, career satisfaction. So top line results, 51% of AP pros are very or extremely satisfied with their current role. 35% are moderately satisfied. 11% are slightly satisfied, with 3% being not at all satisfied. And when we talk about the impact of automation, 1% of those with largely or fully automated systems are not at all satisfied, compared to 10% of those that still are working in a manual system. Fully, largely automated pros are almost twice as likely to be very or extremely satisfied compared to manual pros. And this definitely, again, goes with what we're hearing, where folks are expecting now some level of automation. They don't want to be, opening envelopes or doing a lot of manual data entry. So again, I think the more automated you are, the better chances of attracting top talent.